Super Dave here with another Super Dave review. Super Dave here with an Origins from MOTU this time because I finally found Orko. And to me, compared to even some of the other Orkos we've gotten in the past, all the way back to the vintage and even classics, and of course Revelations had a different spin on it in 2008. This one seems to me almost like the epitome of the Filmation Orko. What do you guys think? Let me know, but we're going to check him out, and this is in that original type vintage looking blister card with the red rock explosion in the background, and there, that's very familiar looking as well. And just check out that awesome artwork. He comes with a comic book, the other cross sales there, and the little examples of how to display him. Even a little write-up about him there, which is basically just talking about that it's an update of the vintage. So let's go ahead and break that. I almost hate to open this, but I finally found him today, and I want to take a look at him, even though I'm late in the game. Orko. And here we are, just outside of the Eternia Palace, and we are going to take a look at this Origins Orko. Wow, just take a look at him. Isn't he cool? And as far as accessories, only thing he really comes with is this stand that allows him to hover there, and then his comic book, his mini comic, Double Trouble, and it's not even talking about Too Bad. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Orko's articulation. All right, let's move our Orko in a little closer here and just take a look at him. Man, he is just looking so cool. I mean, this is very, very close. I don't think we've gotten anything that is exactly like Filmation. There's the Filmation Orko right there. But this is definitely getting closer. I never was satisfied with the one that came with, in the line in the vintage back in the 80s, even though I wanted him and had to have him, and finally found him at Toys R Us. I think it was either for my birthday or for Christmas I got him. I was so excited. I think I got him at the same time I got the Knight Rider by Kenner that had the talking. He hit the license plate and he talked, and I had the Michael Knight action figure. Boy, I was so excited about that. Speaking of that, I'm going to be doing soon a review of the mobile Knight Rider set that comes with Michael Knight and Devin and all them. But anyway, I digress. Here is Orko, and he is so cool. I even like this base. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off just for a moment and show you that the base has a hinge here at the base part, and then it has another hinge at the top, and of course will spin side to side. So that's going to help you get some good posability. Let's see if he'll move on that. Not really, not much, just a tad on there. You're going to basically need to depend on the part that he's on, that he snapped onto to do the mobility. All right, I'm going to set the base to the side and take a look at this head articulation. The only thing I will say off the top here is his hat just seems a little too orange. To me, it should be a little bit more of a reddish orange, or maybe even more on the orange side. But just take a look at this. He can look up that much. He can look down a good amount. Look down. He can get plenty of head pivot. And so, man, just look at that. That is just so cool. You can just spin that all the way around, and it is removable from that. This has a what as they call a dumbbell joint, because it's down in there, a ball joint, and up here a ball joint. So that's cool. This is non-removable. This little scarf there. It might have been neat if that could have been if it had been soft rubber, so it could have been trimmed down just a little bit if you wanted to, or to take it off altogether. But Obviously, he needs it to cover up this section down here. But anyway, I think he looks really neat. This is just a cool Orko. He looks good. And then that's not all. Look, he's got full 360. He can hit a T pose. You can do yoga or jumping jacks. He has swivel at the elbow, single jointed elbow. He has swivel and hinge at the hands. So, I mean, this guy is articulated for it to be such a little guy. Now, this whole section down in here is like a real hollow, cheap sounding plastic, feeling plastic. And this, even the skirt down here feels kind of brittle. So, you know, it's definitely not classics as far as your quality, but he definitely looks good. And we're getting ready to do comparisons right now. All right, and there is our 3 Orkos. Now, I don't have any of the other ones. I didn't get the Super 7 one. This is the Mattel Orko that came with, of course, Prince Adam, the classics version of Prince Adam, and then the one that we're talking about today. And both of them have the O on it. And you see his hat seems to be the right color, whereas this is too dark. Too much of a burgundy, I think, here as far as that's concerned. The articulation is very similar, except the classics Orko did not get hinged. He got swivel but no hinge on his wrists. And man, the Revelation Orko was the most limited of all, not counting the 2000X, which I do not have that one either. He did not have elbows or wrists to be able to be functional there. But you've got, you know, the little hood thing or scarf thing over him there, but his articulation was definitely more limited than these other two. But there you see them together there, and there you have it. Now let's kind of just match up this Orko with the Masterverse Classics and then the Filmation, and just see how things look with this Orko that way. And here he is looking really cool outside of the Palace of Eternia with the Revelation Battle Cat, the Classics Man-at-Arms back there, our San Diego Comic-Con 2-pack He-Man with the Classics Vintage head sculpt popped on there, He-Man, and then our Revelation Tila, our Masterverse Revelation Duncan Man-at-Arms with a Hordak MX head sculpt on with his removable helmet, which is really cool. I got from Hordak MX. And then our Classics Randor and our Revelation Masterverse Roboto. And just the gang is together with this cool looking Origins Orko, but he fits. He's the right size for these guys. I did have to, you know, elevate a little bit so he could be, you know, eye level and just kind of hover on their level, but I think he's the right size. I think he looks a little bit more Filmation accurate than even the Classics Orko here alongside of them. Size may be, you know, debatable there, but just the colors and the way his eyes are done, I like him. I think he's cool. And so there you go with more of a Masterverse line / Classics line there with him. Now let's look at the Filmation line from Super 7 and Mattel Masters Universe Classics by Super 7 and I think some Mattel too. Here we go. And here is our Origins Orko with these Club Grayskull / Filmation style action figures from MOTU, and this is definitely awesome looking. I like this. Of course, that is an Origins Ram Man because we never got a Club Grayskull Ram Man from either Super 7 or Mattel, but these guys just look awesome with this Orko. I love this. I think it looks great, especially with the Filmation gang here. That is a Classics King Randor, Filmation style King Randor back there. And of course, there is our Cringer that came with Queen Marlena. And he is so cool as well, looking at Orko there. But yes, just neat looking here with this backdrop, this Eternia Palace type backdrop from Toy Hacks, and you can check out my review of that from Toy Hacks there. But just awesome looking here. Just really, really stellar. I love this look. Thank you so much for joining us today for this Super Dave review, and please come back and see us again. Like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe if you haven't, and comment if you have something to share, and we'll see you again next time on a Super Dave review. Here's some photos in the photo gallery.
Orko is a very powerful Trollan from Tralla, and for some reason his sorcery magic doesn't work as well in Eternia. It kind of gets confused. He tries to do one thing and it does another, but he's actually very powerful. And one theory is that he is actually undercover to protect Prince Adam and He-Man, you know, alter egos, while he is on Eternia, kind of as an overseer or protector, that he plays dumb, but he really isn't. He's very smart, very powerful, and in actuality is able to do more with his magic than he puts on. He's trusted with He-Man's secret, so he's a very important character.